Yagajanam Jana Re Yagajan Jana Yadukula Nolina
Okay, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Okay, this is Vilapa Kusumanjali, verse number 4. Prabhurapi Yadunandano ya esh Priya Yadunandan Unnat Prabhavaha Swayamatul Krapa Mratabhishekam Mam Kritvastu Maham Gurum Prapadye. I take shelter of my teacher Yadunandana Acharya, who is so powerful because he is so dear to Yadunandana Sri Krishna, and who personally showered me with the nectar of his matchless mercy.
Okay.
Now she Okay, you read?
No, you want to explain something?
No, I will explain later.
Okay. So I will read the commentary by Ananta Das Babaji. Now, Srila Raghunath's absorption in his spiritual identity as Rati Manjari ends temporarily. And in his external absorption, he praises his initiating guru, Yadunandana Acharya. But even this so-called external absorption of his is spiritual, because he is a direct associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How humbly and eagerly Raghunath praises his guru here. How sweet is his remembrance of his guru's mercy upon him. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati Ye Prasade Pure Sarvasa. So, translation, this is a verse from Narottam Das Thakur. Attachment to Sri Guru's lotus feet is the supreme goal, and by his grace, all desires are fulfilled.
Yes, it's true. When the Gurudev is happy with us by the sadhana, if we are obeying the instruction of our Gurudev, he would be very happy, and all the desires are fulfilled. You know, there is a very nice conversation in the battlefield of like Kuru and Kurukshetra, when this Mahabharat was going on, and everyone knows that Krishna and Arjuna they are very nice, good, best friends. But when Arjuna saw in the battlefield their elders, relatives, and the gurus there who taught him how to use this all the things means which are going to used in the battle, but he was so much confused at that time. So he wants to take the instruction from Thakurji, Lord Krishna. But Thakurji also know this thing. If I instruct him as a friend, he will not listen to me, or the impact of my words, he will not take it so seriously. That's why at that time, and Arjuna is also feeling the same, because all the time Arjuna has so much like very sweet conversation with Thakurji, and jokingly they were talking. And so at that time, Arjuna was so much confused. And Thakurji said, what is the confusion in your mind? So first of all, he bowed down to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, and he says, Shishyasteham sadhimam tvam prapanna. This is from Gita, verse chapter number 2 and shloka number 7. Thakurji, I am taking the shelter of your lotus feet, and I consider you as my guru. You know, here the Arjuna is saying, Krishna, now you instruct me because I consider you not as my friend, not as my best friend, but now you are my guru. So whatever you say, I will obey your instructions. He was in so much confusion. Now Thakurji smiles, and now Thakurji also understand in this way the Arjun as well as Thakurji is telling the glory of Guru. You know, sometimes we talk with our Guru as friend or as like you can say like a brother or sister, sometimes like this. But when it comes about the principle, at that time we should have faith in our Guru's word and we should obey the instructions. So that's why Srila Ragunath das Goswami ji here is saying श्री गुरु चरणे रति सई उत्तम गति जे prasade pure sarv asha. Means if we take really, if we surrender to the lotus feet of our Gurudev, our all the obstacles will be vanished which comes during our sadhana. So many confusions, so many hindrances which come during our bhajan, that will be vanished, that will be disappeared by the grace of God. So we should take complete shelter of our Gurudev's lotus feet, as well as we should also follow the instruction of Gurudev so that we can nurture our bhakti. Okay.
Radhe, Radhe.
So,
Also,
Radhe
no,
Radhe,
oh, no,
yeah.
go on, go on. You can continue.
Yeah, it's okay, over.
You're over? Okay, Radhe, Radhe. I want to add something to this situation in Bhagavad Gita. The first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is called Vishada Yoga, no? Isn't it? And it's the yoga of desperation. So it's a very interesting kind of yoga, not a very positive or victorious kind of yoga, but the first step, which is to say that I'm powerless and that I'm in desperation. And this is what happens to Arjuna. He was on the battlefield, supposed to fight. He was a famous warrior. And then he said to Krishna, please take the chariot to the middle of the field so that I can see in the enemy's party who is there. And he saw there his uncle and his friends and his martial arts teacher and some relatives, and he was very much in despair then, and he didn't want to fight. And it's described in Bhagavad Gita very lively that his knees start shivering and he became so weak and he couldn't hold his bow anymore. So he lost his stability and his mental strength, and he was very much irritated and overwhelmed. And then he said, I cannot fight. You know, he was not able. He couldn't manage this. And then Krishna said some things, and then Arjuna surrendered to him, and he said this verse, now I'm your disciple, and please instruct me, because I'm not able to manage this alone. I'm not anymore the master. I surrender to you. And this is the first step in bhakti, which we often forget due to the idea that we are the controller and that we can manage everything. But actually, we should understand that we cannot manage it, that we are not the master, and that we need to surrender. And this is also one meaning of bhakti yoga, not to surrender and to open up for advice, for higher advice, no? To understand that I'm not knowing everything, and that I cannot manage everything, and that I need advice, and this guru, he can help me. Jai Shri Radhe.
Yes. And I think means especially in this Manjari Bhav and Sakhi Bhav, or like any Vatsalya Bhav, or means any Madhurya Bhav, you know, we should never forget our Gurudev. The time we are starting our sadhana, the time we are starting our bhajan, we should always remember the lotus feet of our Gurudev, and we should be very grateful to them. Not only to them, to all the complete Vansh Parampara, like the till I know, we should be very grateful. And not only to our acharyas, and we should also respect to the other bona fide spiritual masters. And you know what I think, or I just tell you, if you start your bhajan without taking the shelter of the lotus feet of your Gurudev, then that day you will feel that you couldn't go in the depth, and you couldn't feel that bliss in your sadhana. 100% true. If you do it without, means if you are not remembering your Guru and started your bhajan, then there will not be so much bliss. You will not feel that depth. But once you are grateful to your spiritual master, and then you see the magic. Yeah, I can assure it. Yes, uh, I do not know. There should be no concept of forgetting your guru. I think means how we can forget. First of all, that's why actually Arjun knew this thing, that Krishna is my friend. But he also knew that if, as a friend, if I take advice, it will not work, and Thakurji also will not give me advice, because there is a huge difference between the friend's advice and the guru's advice. When actually this is Thakurji say, yatha mam prapadyante, if you feel me as your guru, then I will instruct you in that way. If you feel me as your father, I will instruct you in that way. Because Thakurji is omnipresent, so he protects in each and every condition. But there is a glory of Guru, so that's why at this time when there is totally darkness or confusion or anxiety, that time this Arjuna completely surrendered to Thakurji, and he says, Shishyastyam payamam. Now I am your disciple. I completely surrender to you. In the same way, all of us, either Manjari Bhav, Sakhi Bhav, or whatever Bhav we like, we should also surrender to our Guruji and take the blessings through Mansik Sevala. We should do pranam. I am not saying that physically or in person, because our Guru is never present everywhere. No? Before our eyes, Guru is always present, but before our eyes, if we cannot see, we should do pranam like Mansik, and then we should take the blessings. Okay, now then we should start, and then you see the magic in your sadhana and in your bhajan. So here Sri Ragunath Das Goswami is also saying, Je prasade pure sarv asha, means if someone take the blessings of Guruji, then their all the desires are fulfilled. Yes.
Yes. I also can confirm this with the first to meditate on the lotus feet of Gurudev.
Yes.
It's more easy to get into it, I think. No? It's the first step. And I practice it since recently more consciously, to feel, as to see in my Rup Dhyan the feet of my Guruji, or also the whole person, and then the feet, and to grasp the feet, and then this mercy feeling comes. No? When I can immediately enter, and I try to get this, to enter in this feeling already, no? And then these next steps of the meditation are much better and easier.
Yes. Okay.
Shall I continue reading? So, wait a second. Gaura Premera Pagale Ragunath. Raghunath Das was mad with love for Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And although he repeatedly tried to escape from his father's captivity to join Mahaprabhu in Nilachal, Puri, his father caught him every time again. Day and night there were 5 guards, 4 servants, and 2 brahmanas engaged in keeping Raghunath at home. On the one hand, there was Mahaprabhu's powerful mercy attracting him, and on the other hand, there was the bondage of his household life, which was like a miserable jail. Words cannot describe Raghunath's great anguish. One day, Sri Yadunandana Acharya came to Sri Raghunath and set him free on the pretext of giving him some household duty. The Acharya had a Brahmana disciple who was serving the family deity, but this Brahmana had abandoned his service. So the Acharya took Raghunath Das along to search for this Brahmana, speaking about the need to engage him in the deity service all along the way.
Yes, Radhe Radhe.
Mhm.
So here what happened? Actually, Rupa Raghunath Das Goswami ji was like the only son in his father family and all his and also in his uncle's family. They were very rich people. So his father always want to be here in the house and like marriage and children. But Raghunath Das Goswami ji was crying because he want to get to attain the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji. So at the same time, he was praying to his Diksha Guru, Sri Yadunandana Acharya ji, somehow you just set me free. So Sri Mahaprabhu ji was showering his mercy by the through of this Diksha Guru. And now Diksha Guru made the plan, and that Pujari, Brahman Pujari, this priest has abandoned, he has left somewhere, gone somewhere, and there was no one who can do the puja of the deities of Sri Yadunandana Acharya ji. Actually, Yadunandana Acharya ji also know where is that priest has gone, or he can manage someone other. But Raghunath Das Goswami ji was continuously praying to the Diksha Guru, and Sri Mahaprabhu ji was listening the prayers, and he showered his mercy by the through of Guru. That's why Yadunandana Acharya ji came to Sri Rupa Raghunath Goswami ji's house, and he talked to his father, and he said, "I need one pujari at that time in my house, so I am taking this Raghunath Das to my house." So in this way, he set him free. And later you will read it, what happened at that time. Uh, it is written, Ardh Pathe Raghunath Kahe Guruvar Charane, Ami Se Vipre Sadhi Pathaivo Toma Sthane, Tumi Sukhi Ghar Jaho Mor Agya Hoye, Ei Chale Agya Mangi Karlo Nishchay. So I just read so I can make some commentary here. So on the halfway, what happens? Raghunath Das said to the Guruji's lotus feet, "Okay, Guruji, I will get the Brahman back and send him to you. You just blissfully go home." In this way, he assured himself of his Guruji's permission. Actually, in Bengali language, it is written this shloka. Raghunath Das Goswami ji requested his Guru, Guruji, you blissfully you go to home, and I will search that Pujari Brahman, and I will bring to your house. Okay, you do not worry. I will manage everything for you. So may I go? Actually, he is saying, Ame sei vipre sadhi pathaivo toma sthane. I will bring that Pujari to your house. So may I go? Actually, Raghunath Das Goswami ji is asking, may I go to the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu now? And Yadunandana Acharya ji was also understanding what permission is he asking to me. So Yadunandana Acharya ji is saying, Tumi sukhe ghar jao more agya. Okay, you go. Okay, now you go and search that Brahman. But the main thing behind it is, okay, now you go and attain the bhakti of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because further, these lines will come that he did not obey the instruction of his Guruji, and he went away without searching that Brahman Pujari. But it is not. Somehow he got the permission, and Guruji also know that he wants to go to Neelachal, and he gave him permission. So at the end of night, everyone was sleeping. And Raghunath saw this is a good opportunity to go to Nilachal and surrender completely to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji's lotus feet. He, sorry, his Gurudev had personally come to free him from the hard knot of material life, and in this way, he had sprinkled him with the matchless nectar of his mercy. Now, the question comes, look. One may ask then, how could Raghunath be successful in devotion life by disobeying the order of his guru, failing to show up with the renegade Brahmana? The answer is Sri Raghunath understood that his Guruji's supreme order to renounce materialistic life and to surrender to Mahaprabhu was far more important than the insignificant order to get the Brahmana priest back. Prince Raghunath was Yadunandana Acharya's beloved disciple, and he became free from the insurmountable bondage of material life and devoted himself to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya, giving the whole world the perfect example of renunciation and devotion. How happy the spiritual master must have been. Any devotee to whom his devotion is his very life will easily understand which order should have been followed at such an opportune moment. So now the question arises actually that he did not obey the Guruji's instruction because Yadunandana Acharya asked him to go and search that Brahman priest. But he took the permission and asked, okay, may I go? And Guruji say, okay, you go happily. Actually, Guruji was telling that you go to the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, take his shelter. But the people who are actually seeing the instruction of the Guruji externally, the outer form of his, if there is a spiritual master, his wish always be to bring his disciple to the lotus feet of Krishna and Radhiji. Okay, he will never ask to do this work or that work, because the main significant or the important aim of our life is to attain the devotional service of Radhiji and Thakurji. So he got the permission of his spiritual master, and in this way, actually, he left so much wealth and prosperity and so much luxurious life of his house. He left everything, and now the master also became very much happy. There is a story. I do not remember completely, but I know something like once Rup Goswami ji told to his disciple that you have to do the Rup Dhyan, like the meditation, that you are adorning Radheju completely from head to the lotus feet. But what happened? His disciple, he tried to do Rup Dhyan, and when he was putting the bangle in Radheju's hand, at that time he stuck here. Means he could not put the whole Bengal in Radheju's lotus hand, and he was crying so much. And the next day, when Sri Rup Goswami ji asked what happened, means what I instructed you, could you do that thing, that Rup Dhyan properly? He cried a lot and he said, I'm sorry, I could not obey you nicely because my mind and my heart was stuck. I could not see beyond the beauty of the Radheju's nails. I could not go over it. And my mind was stuck, and for so many hours, I could just only focus to the beautiful fingers of Radheju's. At that time, Sri Rup Goswami ji was so much overwhelmed to see how his disciple was completely focusing on the Rup Dhyan, on the meditation, while his Guruji was telling that you have to adorn Radheju completely from head to lotus feet. But if he would be trying to do the Mansik Seva, he would do it very, very quickly and he could do the complete. But he also know that Sri Rup Goswami ji wanted to do this Rup Dhyan, this meditation very nicely and properly. So the main order is to do in not in a quantity manner. It should be in our bhajan, especially in Sakhi Bhav or Manjari Bhav or in this Madhuri Bhav. It's a matter of quality, not a quantity. Like I just wear the flower in Radheju's head, then earrings in Radheju's ear, then necklace in Radheju's like and the shoulder we put some ornaments. No, we should be slowly go completely focus on each and every body, divine body part of Radheju. At that time, Sri Rupa Goswami ji was so much pleased because he was doing what he really wanted. So in the same way, Sri Yadunandana Acharya ji is also wanted from Sri Rupa Das Goswami ji that he should go to Nilachal and to take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji. So we should understand our Guruji's real wish. Sometimes he tells, okay, now you just seek for a Brahman priest for me. But suppose if we are doing at that time some sadhana to get Thakurji's and Radheju's seva, he will be so much pleased because he knows that's why I'm instructing my disciple each and every time. This is the main aim. Other things are really very small, and but it also doesn't mean that we always disobey our gurujis. To understand the opportunity of that time, we should do the devotional practice according to our guruji's instructions. So no one should think that Sri Rupa Raghunath Goswami ji did not obey the instruction of Guruji. It was I would say that Rupa Raghunath Das Goswami ji set a perfect example before us how our Gurujis will be pleased. Yes.
Should I read or do you want to read?
Okay. Okay. I read it. Okay. Thus, Raghunath served his Guru properly, and through it became a great and famous devotee of Lord. Therefore, he writes, Swayam Atul Kripa Mritabhishekam Kratvam. He personally showered me with the nectar of his incomparable grace. As a result of Guruji's mercy, Sri Raghunathji came to be counted as one of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji's most famous associates. When the Bengali devotees returned from their annual pilgrimage to Puri for the 4 months of the rainy season, Raghunath Das' father asked Sri Shivanand Sen about news from his son, and Shivanand Sen told him, शिवानंद कहे तेयो है प्रभु स्थाने परम विख्या तहियो केवा नहीं जाने स्वरूपेर स्थाने तारे करिया छेन समर्पण प्रभुर भक्त गणेर तेयो होए प्राण सम रात्रि दिन करे तहियो नाम संकीर्तन क्षण मात्र नाही शाणे प्रभु चरण परम वैराग्य नाही भक्ष परिधान जय है तई छे आहार करी राखिए प्राण. Oh my God, it's like now just why these acharyas have written all these commentaries to us just to know where is our level. No, here it is written means somehow he was keeping his keeping his life. He has no time means from 24 hours he was doing bhajan 22 and a half hours. Still Sri Raghunath Das Goswami ji was saying, just please you bless me. To everyone he was asking, please bless me because I am not able to do bhajan. He was not eating properly, not sleeping properly, still, and 22 and a half hours means, can we imagine, like, we should also think how much time we are giving to our Thakurji and Radheju's seva, how much are we following our Guruji's instruction. And it is said that if we are not doing like 12 to 14 hours everyday bhajan, we will not achieve this human life again. If once Swami, I think you know Ramkrishna Paramahansa ji name, and Ramkrishna Paramahansa ji told that if someone wants to really devoted his life only to the bhajan of Thakurji, so that person must start with the 8 hours of doing chanting. That then he should increase this chanting. He should increase his bhajan. If he really, if a person does not want to do any other activity or any other household duties or any other duty, and he wants to do service of Thakurji and Radheju, so that person should give at least 8 hours, at least he's saying, and then it should be increased every month. Then we will see the miracle. But I will say that still Radheju is very merciful. If we really cry even for one moment, or if we really say Radheju, I'm yours, please somehow you make the arrangement for my bhakti Radheju, please immediately. You know, in Kali Yuga it is very easy to attain Thakurji's bhakti. So because you know we are so much like we are so fortunate that we got Vrindavan Dham. I will say that all of you also got Vrindavan Dham, because the any person who is connected with the Vrindavan somehow, by the through of satsang, by the through of friendship, by remembering the Leela, or by any connection with Brajvasi. It is said by Sri Lalita Charan Goswami Ji Maharaj that that person will definitely get Golok one day. You know, but we should not be lazy by listening, okay, I have the connection with the Vrindavan, I have a good satsang from the Vrindavan. But we should, like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji says, sadhan bina sadhya kabahu na mile. If you do not do sadhana, you get the Guruji. Na? Yes, suppose we get the Guruji directly, we are got the initiation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji. Still, if we are not doing sadhana, we will not achieve Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji. So sadhan bina sadhya kabhu na mile. Everyone has to do chanting and meditating, doing Rup Dhyan, Leela Sparan, and should avoid the Vaishnav Navam Prat. Then we can nurture our bhakti and we will see the progress by the mercy of Radheju. So it is said, that's why it is written that Shivanandji is saying that, you know, that he is with the Lord and he is most famous. Who does not know him? The Lord placed him in Swarup Damodar's care, and he is very life of the devotees there. He is chanting the holy name day and night. Day and night he is chanting holy name. I have seen the darshan of one Babaji in Govardhan. You know, his finger was like this always, without having the mala, the beads in his hand. When he is going to washroom, his hand is like this always. And when he is sleeping, his lips are like, he's chanting the name, unconsciously is chanting the name. We should also try to go to that level. How it will come now? There are two ways that we remember that we can do bhakti. Once, Narayan ek maut ko दूजो Shri Bhagwan. First, we remember Thakurji or Radheju. Second, we should remember that death can come any moment. If we are thinking about death, we will start bhakti immediately. But because this is the nature of the soul, we think we will never die. Because this is the nature of soul. Soul never dies, na? So that's why we are lazy. Okay, we will do it after 1 hour, 2 hours. Tomorrow we will do it. Day after tomorrow. First I do this. Do this responsibility is also very necessary. No. Actually, this is Maya. Maya will show so many things before us. You know, when we start bhakti, because only the bhakti has the power who makes Thakurji our slave. Because Thakurji can be, we can catch the Thakurji only by the Nishkam love. So bhakti means love. Bhakti means like complete surrender. And so this Maya says, Thakurji is a master of Maya. So Maya is not where Maya does not allow anybody to go very easily to his master, because the Thakurji will be in our control then. Thakurji say, then I will dance according to my bhakt, according to my bhakt. It is said, ताही अहीर की छोरियां छछिया बर छाछ पे नाच नचावे. Like, look at these Brajvasis, uneducated girl. They are making dance to Thakurji. Why? Because they love Thakurji so much. So Maya is not allowing us so easily, but if we take the shelter of Thakurji's and Radheji's lotus feet, if we have faith in our Guru, then Maya cannot do anything, and we should try to do more chanting. Sometimes problem come in our life. At that time, we should understand that this old very bad prarabdh, very bad sanskar are coming on our way of bhakti. At that time, we should do more bhajan. We should do more chanting. We should cry before Thakurji, and that time will be passed very soon. So here Shivanand is saying that he is chanting the holy name day and night, and he does not leave the feet of Lord for a moment. He is the most renounced. He hardly dresses or eats. Somehow or other, he keeps himself alive. Yes, by the people who are looking in from the outside, they will say how he is surviving, means how he is living. But I have read many times in Bhaktamal that a person who really engaged in bhakti, then Thakurji protects him. Like when Sri Ragunath das Goswami ji, it is very beautiful picture here. I show you, everyone knows this. This is Raghunath Das Goswami ji in his Siddha Day, and Radheji, we know this story that when Raghunath Das Goswami ji was chanting on the bank of Radha Kund, at that time it was so heat. It was a complete sun at that time over him, and so many wild animals were also there here and there. So what happens? Radheji see that it's so much sun over his head, so she put her dupatta, like her shawl, and she keeps a shade over Sri Raghunath Das Goswami ji. And Thakurji was also hiding somewhere with an arrow, so that any wild animal cannot attack over Sri Rupa Raghunath Das Goswami ji. And it was seen by his guru Sri Rup Goswami ji Maharaj, and he say, what have you done? You know, this Manjari's Bhav Seva is just to give service, or Sakhi Bhav Seva, or I will say this Vatsalya Bhav Seva, Madhurya Bhav Seva is just to give service. This is our our duty to give pleasure to our Swamini, to pleasure to give our Kishore Kishori, our Priya Priyatam, our Radhe Krishna, our Pyari Ju. So, but what is happening? Radhe Ju is covering your head with her dupatta, and just by feeling it, she said, no, I will die immediately in the Radha Kund. Means I give so much tension, or Radhiji was standing in this heat. She's so tender, she's so soft, but I did this Nam Aparadha. This blunder of my life. I do not want my life more. Shrupa Goswami ji says, no, you should give pleasure to the Radheju and be very careful while doing bhajan. And what should we take the teaching from this real incident? Sometimes, we have fever, or sometimes we have some problem. We should not tell to Radheju, oh Radheju, please you solve my this problem, and then I can do bhajan. No, do not make any pressure on our Priya Priyatam. If we do bhakti, these are the side effects of bhakti, that all the problems will be solved. And because of our karma, the bad sanskar, these problems are coming. So without focusing on those problems, if we focus on the Leela Chintan, the problems will be solved. And this is our duty, being a Manjari or a Sakhi, that we have to serve, we have to give pleasure to our Radheju and Thakurji. So here it is saying that Rupa Raghunath Das Goswami ji was not how he was surviving, nobody knows. He was not dressing up nicely, he was not eating nicely. He was taking the rice which was left uh, when he was in Nilachal. So from the Jagannath Puri temple, there was some rice were like spread, because that was not the good particle of rice. And in the night time, Rupa Raghunath Das Goswami ji was going there, collect all the rice, and he was eating. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji came, and he holds his hand and he say, "You will eat this delicious rice." And at that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji also eats. So he set a very nice, big, good example of renunciation before us. And it is also said, if we take the delicious food, then our bhajan will not be good. In Hindi, it is like, if bhojan is saras, then bhajan is niras. It means if our food is delicious, then then there will be no taste in the bhajan. When the food is very sattvic, you will feel the taste in the bhajan. So Shivanand was saying that your Raghunath Das Goswami ji, somehow he was keeping himself alive. Now next is the Guru principle. Do you want to read it, or may I continue it?
You can read, yes.
Okay. The Guru principle, Guru Tattva, is explained by the use of words Priya Yadunandan Unnat Prabhava. He became very powerful because he is so dear to Lord Yadunandan Krishna. The Guru is a wonderful combination of Godhead and devotee, the appearance of God in the form of a pure devotee. This is a very, very good thing. Look, like our spiritual master, like Sri Rup Goswami ji, Sri Sanatan Goswami ji, Sri Jiv Goswami ji, they are not an ordinary human being. And for this, Thakurji says in Srimad Bhagavatam, I think this is Canto 11, chapter 7, and Shlok number is, I think, 27. And it is, Acharyam mam vijani yana manit kahirchit na mat buddhya asuye sarvade mayo guru. Do not feel that there is a difference between me and Acharya. He is the another form of mind. So we should never thinking of our Guruji as an ordinary person. We should never think, because the Guru is the direct manifestation of Thakurji. But when Guruji comes before us, we feel okay, he is also an ordinary person as we are. But no, this spiritual master looks same in the external form, but they are the direct manifestation of Thakurji. So we should give complete respect to our Guruji. What I will say to the spiritual master who has attained Thakurji and Radheju, that is our spiritual master, and we should give the complete respect to him. And also in the Narad Bhakti Sutra, it is also said, Tasmin Tajjane Bhedavat. Naradji says there is no difference between God and Guru. So we should do the bhakti of Guru and our Thakurji in the same way. So he says, although Yadyapi Api Amar Guru Chaitanya Das Tadapi Jane Tane Tihari Prakash. Although my Guru is the servant of Lord Chaitanya, I still know that he is a direct manifestation of him. So, it is also said, uh, uh, Guru Rust Hole, Krishna Rust Hole, Guru Rakhivar Pare, Guru Rust Hole, Krishna Nahi Rakhware. Means, if Thakurji is angry, okay, do not worry so much. Our Guru will take care of us, and our Guru will make a very nice reunite with Thakurji. But if Guru is angry, then Thakurji say, no, I cannot save you. Thakurji will abandon us immediately. So we have to try to make please of our Guruji, and just doing really very serious sadhana is the only way to make our Guruji very much pleased. So if we are making our Guruji pleased by our sadhana, do not worry, Thakurji will definitely come to us. Thakurji and Radheji will be very much pleased, and we will see the magic during our sadhana. That's why here Sri Ragunath das Goswami ji is saying that he is a direct manifestation of him. I praise the lotus feet of my Guru. So it is written in Sanskrit. What is this written here?
This is a very nice
Sak-
song, Shri Guru Vastakam.
Yes, Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti ji is saying, Sakshat tadritren samast shastrai ruk isthada bhavyat ev sadvihi. Kintu prabhuryah priya ev tasya vande guru Shri Charnar Vinda. I praise the lotus feet of my Guru, who, according to all the scriptures and the great saints, is Lord Hari himself, but who is still dear to the Lord, being his pure devotee. When the aspirant devotee sees the pure devotional behavior of Guru, getting a profound inner faith in him, he understands that he is the Lord's dear devotee and serve him with the garland and foodstuffs that are left over by the Lord. Considering him to be the non-different from the God does not mean that one should offer things to him that are not first offered to the Lord. Yes. Nor should one consider the Guru to be just another devotee, but one should see him as the mercy incarnation of the Lord, and in that respect, non-different from the Lord. Sri Jiv Goswami ji writes in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu,
Bhakti Sandarbha.
Bhakti Sandarbha, tat prasadi hi swa nana pratikar durastajyanarth hanau param bhagvat prasad siddhau cha moolam. Very, very important line. It is written here. Like the mercy of the topmost devotee is the root cause of the destruction of those bad habits that our practitioner could hardly give up through many of his own endeavors. Actually, this is not, I just want to explain it more. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji also says, okay, whatever you are doing, like doing japa and bhakti, meditating, keeping fast, doing parikrama, donation, everything it is okay. But there are three most things, bhakt pad dhuri, भक्त पद जल भक्त भुक्त अवशिष्ट 18 महाबल 18 सेवा हुई थे कृष्ण प्रेम होय. Okay, whatever you are doing, chanting or donating or serving, everything is okay, but there are three main strong points which nurture our bhakti to a very high level. What are these three things? That we should take the holy water, means like first we wash the lotus feet of our Gurudev. We should drink that water. That one, that is the topmost strong thing which increase our bhakti, our bhav. The second is bhaktapad dhuri, that take the dust of the lotus feet of our Gurudev and put it on our forehead. It also increase our bhakti very, very fast. And third one is the prasadam of the Gurudev. So 18 Mahabal, these are the very, very strong things which increase our bhakti at a very rapidly actually. So also Sri Jiv Goswami ji also saying that it also like vanishes all the hurdles and obstacles on the path of bhakti. So we should be, like in the absence of Guruji's lotus feet dust, we can take the dust of Vrindavan, like from the Yamuna ji. There are some places like Nidwan and Seva Kunj. From there we can get dust. We can get the Radha Kund dust also. And there are many places in Vrindavan, in the whole Braj Mandal, we should take the dust of these things. In fact, Thakurji also says, there is a Puye Yetyati Brigrenubi, something like this. Thakurji says, I follow the pure devotees, like who are our Acharya, who are our gurus. So I always follow these devotees. Someone asked, why do you follow him? Do you want to protect those ones, Thakurji say, no, I am protecting everyone residing in their heart, but I always follow these great acharyas so that I can get their dust, and this dust can come over me and I can become pure. Like that pious personality. That pious personality said that I will be overwhelmed if I get the particle of dust from the gurus. Without guru, no one can achieve Thakurji. It is next to impossible. Thakurji will not listen. You know, Actually, guru is the medium. Guru is, like, you can say, guru is the bridge. If by the mercy of Guruji, we go. Okay, so uh, it is saying, uh, my Diksha Guru named Yadunandana Acharya is full of mercy. No, I should read this. Kripa with Diksha. Okay, where it is written. Kripamaya Diksha Guru Prema Bhakti Kalpataru Sri Yadunandana Nam Gyara Sri Krishner Priya Ati Tara Pade Rahumati Janme Janme Prabhu Ye Amara उन्नत प्रभाव युता कृपा में अद्भुता प्रेमा भक्ति दाता शिरोमणि मोहेनो अधम जाने कृपामृता वरिष्णे अभिषिक्त कोरेला आपिनी. My Diksha Guru named Sri Yadunandana Acharya is full of mercy, like a wishy leading tree of love. My, sorry, like a wishy leading tree of love of God. Let my mind stuck at his lotus feet, for he is very dear to Krishna. He is my master, my birth after birth. Yes, suppose if we could not attain Thakurji and Radheju's service in this life, then we will meet our Guruji in our next life. If we take the human birth, then our same Guru will come in another form and will bring us from there. Again, he will do so much hard work to bring us to the lotus feet of Thakurji and Kishoriju. That's why he is saying that birth after birth. So he is endowed with advanced spiritual parts. He is wonderfully merciful, and he is the crown jewel of bestowers of loving devotion, who single-handedly showered a fallen soul like me with the nectar of his mercy. Very nicely it is elaborated here, explained the mercy of Gurudev. Personally, I also feel that if I could please my Guruji somehow, then I will definitely get Radheju and Thakurji's mercy in no time. So it is also called Jinke Yugal Charan Par Satman Pavat Rati Nandlal ki. Uh, if we are remembering the lotus feet of our Gurudev, we will naturally, automatically, without any hard work, we will get the love keli of Thakurji and Radheju very easily during our meditation. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Jayo.
Is it okay? Anyone? Radhe Radhe. Anyone wants to say anything?
Yes, I would like to ask something actually, because
Yes.
I just had a visitor, a very close friend, and we were talking a lot about improvement on the path and also about the relationship with Guru. And we were also talking that there are a lot of people walking Radha Krishna Bhakti path even for many, many years. And a lot of these bhaktas say, but I feel not much happened within me, not much changed, or I feel I'm still like almost the same as at the beginning. And we were talking that why does it seem that there are many people walking this path a long time, but still they feel not much changed, not much relationship happened, not much love appeared. Yeah, we were a little bit wondering why so many people say that.
Either they have not taken the shelter of the spiritual master, the guru, or I would like to say, there are different type of Mahapurush, na? Look like someone Guruji has attained Thakurji with Vatsalya Bhav, na? Someone Guruji had attained Thakurji with Dasya Bhav. They also attained Thakurji and Radhe Ju's Bhakti. But as we are following Sakhi Bhav or Manjari Bhav or Gopi Bhav, okay? So our Guruji should be the Siddha Mahapurush of that line. Like if there is a Siddha Mahapurush who has attained Thakurji, but of Shantras. What is our ras? Our ras is Madhurya ras. So we should also have the Guruji of the same bhav.
Yeah.
Na?
I
So
understand.
there must be little, yes, someone's Guruji will be very higher. I also bow down and I have complete respect. But actually that Guruji is of any other bhav. And like they are going, like everyone is going to the Vaki Bihari temple, but the roads are different. But the people who want Sakhi Bhav, Manjari Bhav, Gopi Bhav, they want the Divya Golok Vrindavan. They do not want to go Vaikuntha.
Mm-hmm.
But there are also many spiritual masters, many Siddha Mahapurush who can bring us to the Vaikuntha. If we take the shelter of those bona fide teachers who could bring us to Vaikuntha, but we are doing the sadhana of Sakhi Bhav or Manjari Bhav or Gopi Bhav, then how we will be benefited by them?
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, we should have the Guruji who is following this Madhurya Ras. Actually, in Madhurya Ras, Gopi Bhav, Sakhi Bhav, Manjari Bhav, and every Bhav is coming, like Madhurya Ras. Na? So first of all, see that we have initiated with this Guru. And secondly, are we really paying attention on our bhajan?
Mm-hmm.
Because, life, bhajan wants means seriousness. Like not every time like in a joke, yeah, if you want, like especially I am very, like I want to be very laugh, and I am very introvert person, but when I met with any person who is of like with my connecting with the same race with me, I laugh a lot. So but I also do joking, but I also do joking during the Leela Chintan also with my Radheju. So that is perfect, okay. But in sadhana we should be very serious, and we should also see the association whom we, if you are doing the association of those devotees who want to go to the Vaikuntha Dham, or who loves Lord Ram and Janki ji Sita, Lord Ram and Sita, there is no difference between Lord Ram and Thakur ji, Krishna. There is no difference, but there is a very huge difference of that ras.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there are four things mainly, like ras madhuri and Venu, this flute, this called Vanshi Madhuri, Roop Madhuri, and Leela Madhuri. In Krishna, these four Madhuris are more than Lord Ram. They are the same one. There is no difference in Hindi. What is saying na? इनके नयन चपल हैं, like there is a difference of the eyes. Lord Ram is very serious, but Thakurji's eyes cannot focus on one thing. They are very fickle, seeing this gopi, that gopi, that gopi, that gopi. So we are the follower of that ras. So I mean to say that first of all, we should take the shelter of that Guruji who is in this ras. Secondly, we should be very serious during our sadhana. Then you will definitely, and also avoid this Vaishnav Nam Aparadh. When we do any Nam Aparadh, then it brings our bhakti very down, very down. Once Sri Rup Goswami ji was doing the Leela Chintan, that Radheju is plucking flowers from the tree. Okay, and at that time Thakurji leave that branch and Radheju goes very high. Thakurji was holding the branch, Radheju was plucking flowers. Thakurji leave branch, Radheju goes very high. She is in the air now. meditating on this Leela, Shri Rup Goswami ji laughed so much. At the same time, a person who has some pain in his legs, he was coming like he was walking in this way. So that person thought that Rup Goswami ji is laughing on my condition. So it was unconsciously Namaprad. Immediately the Leela Smaran of Rup Goswami ji disappeared. Then Sri Sanatan Goswami ji said, you have done something Namaprad unconsciously. So you should do, like say, you should do japa and also ask sorry to every Vaishnava that if I have done something wrong to you unconsciously, please forgive me. He did it, then he could have again Leela Chintan. So I will say that we should be very careful for the Vaishnav Namaprad. Okay?
Thank you for your answer.
Radhe Radhe. Okay.
Can I add something
Yes,
to
please.
this question also? Yes, there are very, very wonderful points which you made, Pratibha, and it's all very important. And I think there's something more, maybe some aspect, how to say, I mean, this somehow the difference between Raganuga and Vaidhi Bhakti, and this how to do the Bhakti. No? I think it should be really coming by the driving force should be the attraction and not some pushing, not like feeling remorse or feeling guilty or feeling not good person and doing this bhakti out of this reason, to be a good person. This is always then Vaidhi bhakti, which is also possible. You can do this, but I think there is not so much taste coming. So ras means taste, like feeling also, path. So we should always do the chanting and the ruptyan and the seva and everything in a way that we really can feel it. And we need this rasic devotee to show us how to feel it. And so my experience is that only with this bhakti, which I really can feel, this ecstasy, this love, this path, there is some progress possible. Otherwise, it's more like mechanical and doing your quota, like Anandas Babaji is saying then in the next verse commentary, I do only my quota, I do only my 16 rounds, but I don't feel anything. So I think there's often this misunderstanding because we think we have to do it. Otherwise, we are not okay or we will be punished. But this is always Vaidhi Bhakti then. This is going, the driving force is fear or guilt or shame. And this is not working nicely. This is our Christian heritage also, which we sometimes carry along with us. And it's very deep, it's very deep rooted in generations and many, many incarnations. And we do not see it properly sometimes. But this Raganuga Bhakti is telling you go by taste, by attraction. Rati means attraction. You do it when you like it. I think this is very much forbidden in the Western world to do something when you like it to do, or when you don't like to do it, you don't do it. What do you dare? You think you can do it like this? You have to follow the rules and regulations, otherwise you will get lost. And so this is a big threat, a spiritual threat, and giving fear, and this is not working. And then you always do it like a mechanical person or like under threat, some fear. And it's not joyful, it's not fun. And then, so how should this work? And we can see like Pratibha, she's doing it only by attraction. And she's very good.
I will say this is only mercy of Radheju and my Thakurji. And yes, or I will say that this is a vibration of Vrindavan. I'm not doing anything more. But yeah, I will say one thing. Just, we do it And now the question, one question arises also here, that we should do everything by attraction. Yes, this is very, very good point. But what happens when we have no attraction? Then what should we do? That at that time, like, we should not be lazy. We should cry before Radheju. Why I'm not getting attraction for this bhakti? Why I'm not getting attraction for this Raganuga bhakti? I'm not getting ras to be in Manjari bhav or in Sakhi bhav or in Gopi bhav, na? Then otherwise, for being a practitioner, it is not every moment, it is not easy to feel so much attraction or to feel so much happiness in the beginning. Like I just took the mala and started happiness. No, many times it will not happen. So do not be disappointed at that time. We should be very politely, and we should feel from our inside, na, why I am not getting this Rath Radheju? Please bestow your mercy on me. You are so merciful. Then we will start having this bhav and this humility, and Radheju will bestow her mercy. So do not feel that I sit here now, I would have Leela Chintan. So it happens only with these great acharyas like Sri Ragunath das Goswami ji. He started chanting and he's seeing the visions. In the practitioner aspirants devotee like us, okay, it will gradually, we will be like master in this Roop Dhyan or Leela Chintan. So the person who has started from the beginning, so never be disappointed if you are not getting ras. So just ask, just beg to Radheju, and definitely very soon we will get ras in this Raganuga Bhakti. Yes.
Yes, we also, the first step again to surrender, not to say I'm powerless. Sometimes I cannot get it. I cannot do it. No? Then we pray humbly and begging and crying for it. But this is also done by attraction, I would say, because when we don't have some longing for it, some greed, as my Guruji Narayan Maharaj always saying, we need this greed, lobha. But how do you get greed? No? You cannot just say you have to have greed. No? So how it will come? No? Or be spontaneous. No? This is the opposite of being spontaneous. No? This is a double bind situation. This will not work in a psychological way. So I think that's good to have some discipline also, but it's not the primary thing. It's the following thing which assists to the feeling. And sometimes you may do something because you think, okay, I want to get it, but then also there is some attraction because I want to get this bhakti. And the bhakti, the first thing I think is this feeling. It's so nice feeling. It's so high, this love to make this experience. And you can see that Ragunath das Goswami, he's giving up his wealth, his beautiful wife, his house and everything, because the taste is less than what he gets from this taste of bhakti.
Yeah.
Now, this is the experience. You have a higher taste. And then renunciation becomes very easy. You don't do the renunciation just for its own sake, but you do it because you have some higher taste.
Yeah.
This goes step by
That's
step.
okay.
We are not on the level of Ragunath das Goswami. I mean, he was direct associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so we are not like this. Yeah. So we cannot step into his footsteps in 1 second. So we have to go our way, little steps, baby steps, but we will also achieve the goal once, I guess.
Definitely. But I say that in Vrindavan or in this Brajmandal Radhakund, we get more
Yes.
because of this vibration.
Yes.
And yes, sometimes we Brajvasi take Thakurji taken for granted many times. And Thakurji is also happy with us. So yeah, in Vrindavan it is easier. Like
Yeah.
when Naradji came and asked one gopi here, Uddhavji came, sorry, and he said, you can give me one asan to where should I sit, in which direction should I keep? He said, Baba, you sit anywhere else here in the Vrindavan. You do not need any type of specific color of cloth or this kushasan or anything, because this Vrindavan is Siddh. This is the divine Vrindavan. Anywhere you sit, you will get quickly the feeling of Thakurji and Radheju here. Yes, that's why this is the glory of Vrindavan. Na? But I must say one thing, that the person who is pursuing this bhav, Madhurya bhav, that person should come to Vrindavan. Definitely. Like once in a year or twice in a year or one time in 2 years, just to get all the vibration and feelings bhav here, and then go back with accumulating all these bhavs, that is must. Okay. It will be go on and go on, and I will not be tired. I can speak as much. But I think there should be a time limit. If someone wants to maybe go, is it okay, Kanupriya and this
Yeah.
Kishori Angamajari?
We are only now in Scotland is almost 6 o'clock.
Okay, there should be, that's why I'm saying there should be time limitation every time in satsang, because I'm here and when I started, I cannot stop myself.
That's
So
wonderful.
yeah, next time we can also do. Is it okay? So, okay. Okay, so, okay, Radhe Radhe for this time. Then we will start with the new Leela or with new Shloka. And I would like to tell one new Leela next time. I'm busy in few household things, but next time when we do satsang, I will tell you one beautiful, nice Leela to all of you. Okay?
Thank you very
Till
much.
then, Radhe Radhe.
Thank
I wish
you,
you all
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Jaga Jana Jana